Okay, here is DuPont analysis, right? We try to find out what's going on with ROE, right? ROE is net income divided by equity by looking at the three different components, right? So DuPont method will be, we are trying to decompose ROE, right? Before ROE is equal to net income divided by total equity. So we try to use the new format, right, by decomposing ROE to be three different elements, right? Profitability, efficiency, equity multipliers together, right? So equity multiplier is a leverage ratio, right? I show you later how it leverage ratio. You see ROE equals to profitability multiplied by efficiency multiplied by equity multiplier, right? Profitability, we use net profit margin, which is net income divided by sale, multiplied by total asset turnover equals to sale divided by total asset, and multiplied by equity multiplier, 1 divided by 1 minus debt ratio, right? So debt ratio is equity multiplier. And you can, you see, look at the last line, the last equation, you see sale can cancel out, right? And then total asset also can cancel out. If we transform debt ratio to be DA, right? And then try to fix, solve and rearrange equation, you will get what? Total asset divided by total equity. So you cancel out with total asset. So the whole things will go back to net income divided by total equity, right? So the way to increase ROE can do, number one, increase net profit margin. Number two, increase total asset turnover. Or number three, increase the use of leverage. There are three ways to increase ROE, okay, by using the DuPont analysis. You see, if net income is higher, ROE will be higher. If sale higher, total assets lower, also ROE will be higher. And you see debt ratio, if debt ratio is higher, right, use more debt, denominator will be lower, right, denominator will be lower, and ROE will be higher. And here you can change the sign multiply to be divided, and flip denominator to be numerator, and change numerator to be denominator, you get the same thing. Look at Cyber Dragon, you put all the number into equation, you get ROE 14.6%, okay, for Cyber Dragon. And these two terms, you see, if we cancel out S, right, sales, with sales, you will get net income divided by total asset, which is ROA, right, ROA. So ROE also equals to ROA multiplied by equity multiplier, right? If ROA increase, ROE will increase as well. So we will use the example of Boswell, right, to analyze DuPont. As we know, ROE equals to three components, right, together. And then you can go and check Boswell with industry average. You see ROE Boswell is 22.5%. Industry average is 18%. We will try to find out why. Why is that? You see, even though net profit margin, Boswell is lower than industry average, but with higher total asset turnover and higher use of leverage, it makes ROE of Boswell higher than industry average. And the last ratio is market value ratio, right? You try to use one number as the market price, and the other number like what? Earnings per share, dividend per share, book value per share as denominators, right? Like PE ratio, right? PE ratio is market value ratio. PE ratio unit is times, right? It equals to price per share divided by earning per share. If the PE ratio equals to 5 times, what does it mean? Investor willing to pay $5 for every $1 earning per share. Higher means better in terms of management because of market price higher. If market price higher means wealth increase. Okay, wealth increase. So next one is book value, price per book value, right, or PBV ratio or PB ratio. The unit again is equal to the unit is times, right? If PB ratio is equal to 4 times, what does it mean? It means investor willing to pay $4 per share for every $1 book value per share. Higher means better for management, okay? But for investor, higher means more expensive. Dividend yield, you take dividend per share divided by market price per share, right? So higher means you get more dividend per share, right? More dividend per share. And dividend payout is not the same as dividend yield, right? Dividend payout is dividend per share divided by earning per share, okay? Look at Dell versus Apple, right? P/E ratio Dell and Apple, as you can see, right? Apple is better than Dell if you're a manager, right? P/E ratio Apple is 26.54 times compared to Dell 21.3 times, right? Manager did better job than Dell, right? But if you're investor, Apple might be more expensive compared to Dell, right? Because they have to pay more dollar to get the same $1 earning per share. And market to book ratio or PB ratio, right? Apple is better than Dell in terms of management, right? Because of higher market price, you get better wealth, 6.91 times, better than 5.41. But Apple also more expensive than Dell in terms of investor. Okay.